It's 6:30 in the morning. The sun is just about coming up. Everyone's got a handler. In just a moment, they'll let go. You'll hear the buzzer go, and the dogs will be gone! This is what it's all about. Sled dog racing Queensland. So where are we? We're in a forest, right outside Toowoomba. This is the Red Mile Muster. Actually, today it's the Red Mud Muster, but never mind. It's a great race.
Yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine.
Look at these dogs, they're raring to go.
Yep, I know we normally think of huskies sledding on snow, but no white stuff required for this unique Aussie sport.
There is only 1 minute between each team. The excitement of these dogs, they know what to do. They've done this all before. The dogs know they're ready to go. They're away! 5 Ks around the circuit, up and down through mud. So it's not an easy run, believe you me.
Race scoring is basically a time trial to see who wins each category. And all events start at staggered intervals. Teams can also earn points towards their club's annual point score and also an Australian national point score.
They're coming. They're coming.
First across the finish line is Yvette from Victoria and her team of Alaskan Huskies.
How about that? And the next one is not far behind. It's about 5 degrees in the morning. The fog's rolling away very slowly. It's an ideal sort of morning to be racing dogs.
And here comes Joe, the third and final team, and he couldn't be happier.
Mate, look at you. Talk about mud splattered. But you loved it. Look at the smile on your face.
It's great fun, great fun.
Yeah, but, I mean, you get terrific speeds up coming downhill, don't you?
Yeah, when they get in their full run.
You're an 8-dog team, aren't you?
8, yeah.
Yeah. What do you do with these dogs now?
So they'll go back now and make sure they get plenty of water.
Yeah.
Go over them, and we just sort of let them cool down then.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
Good on you. Good luck.
You want a hug, Dr. Harry?
Yvette, you're still smiling after all of that. Mud on mud. Nothing deters you, like, does
I
it?
think the adrenaline kicks in and it's such a great sport.
And I look at a lot of people in this sport, and I would say there are more women going round in this than there are blokes.
Yeah, that's lots. It's a really good sport because we can compete on equal terms. Like, you have that rapport with your dog, you have good control with communication with them. The dogs want to please you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt to have a bit of strength either.
But if you're not quite up to handling a big team of race dogs, that's okay. All you need is a dog that loves to run. There's a race to suit pretty much every level, from veteran to beginner.
This is called a bike jory. It's basically a dog pulling a person on a bike. And this, my friends, is a Euro hound. You won't see too many of these around. And he's gone! Hear his reaction when the counter started to count down. The dogs know. They listen for that sound. They can almost count to 5 and they know when to go. Here we go. And they're away again. Have a look at this. We've got a bull terrier lined up. A bull terrier on the starting line. You ready? He's off. He's off. Oh, one little dog and one great big bloke.
Distances vary depending on class level. And if your rig's not for you, you can even run with your dog.
Henry, what's your official position here at the meeting?
The official position is I'm the race marshal for the race.
Yeah.
And basically I look after the overall running of the race with the race organization.
Yeah.
And we run under ASA rules, which is the Australian Sled Dog Sporting Association.
The thing that interests me as a vet, more than anything else, is, OK, all of these dogs are supposedly dogs that would race in the Northern Hemisphere. What are the temperature limitations for these dogs?
Typically it's a temperature and humidity scale. As long as we're running under sort of 11 degrees, let's say 12 degrees, we're normally okay.
Yeah.
If it's a dry conditions, then you can run even a little bit higher than that.
But this is an ideal situation for you today. Just a little bit of a breeze, a fog around.
These are great conditions.
Right. Tell me something, do you still get the same buzz out of this, just being here, as you used to when you ran?
I do actually. You do, because you really see the dogs and you see how energetic they are. It's just great to see them.
Hey! Hey! And a pair of huskies to finish the event. What about that? Well, tell me all about the trip in. What was it like up the top?
It was very slippery. There was muddy in some bits, but otherwise it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
We need to fit some little wipers for the glasses there too so we can see where we're going. Doesn't do any harm. A bit of mud never did us any harm.
Who do you get more out of this sport, you or the dogs?
I think they do, and then I get as much enjoyment out of it watching them enjoy it. So I do it because they love it.
Even in that funny crash hat you got on, the smile still shows through. It's great to see, right?
Got a smile.
You've got a lot of friends who will help you, and that's the great thing about this sport.
Exactly.
Everyone helps one another. Camaraderie is fantastic.
It is.
Good on you. Go and give the dogs a drink. Dogs and people and bikes, that's what it's all about. And excitement, of course. And you've seen tons of that so far, and there's lots more to come. In fact, if you're interested in this sport, keep watching. Do you reckon your dog needs a bit more exercise? Does it really love pulling on the lead? Would it like to go for a run? Well, stick around. It's racing like you'll never believe. Dryland dog sled racing is what it's all about.
We're just outside Toowoomba in Queensland, where folks have travelled from far and near to compete in the Red Mile Muster.
Tell me something. Just some technical terms. This is called the line, am I right?
That's it.
And this is where you, put them out during the course of the day?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So it's a drop line, so that it gives them a chance to get out, stretch.
Veteran sledders Malcolm and Yvette have made the trip from Victoria, where they and their team of dogs are pretty impressive on the snow as well.
These are Alaskan Huskies, so these are what they race the big races over in Alaska with. It's a great sport, like the dogs just love it.
Oh, that's obvious.
Yeah.
You know, but dogs were bred to run and to hunt, weren't they? That's what it's all about.
Yes, Ed, exactly right. These are our babies, our children.
What do you want to do? You want to be the best in Australia or the best in the world? What do you want to be?
Definitely not. Just have fun with our dogs, and that's why we're here.
Well, I got to tell you, that's the most peculiar-looking thing I've ever seen in all my days. Okay, it's got brakes?
It's got brakes, good brakes.
Oh, that's just the guides, huh?
Yeah.
1 foot there,
Yep,
1 foot there.
yep.
I'm not too sure. My sense of balance has never been much good. But yeah, you'd feel some speed, wouldn't you, when you're up there?
Yeah, going around corners is fairly exciting.
Great stuff. What about this van of yours?
I just made the petitions and the framework inside.
So this is the safety door, which is heavy gauge 75 by 50 mesh. Push that one right in there. That's that closed. For travel, again, ventilation's available through here. And you turn that, and then you physically lock it to stop it coming out.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Got a special visitor in here for you.
What have you got? Wait till you see this. Oh! Oh, bloody hell.
yeah,
I've bloody 5 or 6 times on this shit. This is one heavy dog, and that's one very soft ear. You finally give me a lick? That's a good dog. Have we got a name?
Vixen.
Vixen. How old is she?
She's 12 weeks.
12 weeks. Yeah, good girl.
She's very
aren't you?
special.
Hey, good girl. Oh, yes, you are. Your mummy's girl. Great. Mate, the old Hilux does the job again.
Gets the dogs up here.
So where'd you come from?
Central Coast.
Job is another passionate dog lover with a unique sled team made up completely of rescues.
Talk to me about some of these breeds. This is a Kelpie straight out, isn't it?
So here's one of our rescue dogs. So he's a Kelpie, yes. Yeah, you would have seen him up in front.
He's a real goer.
Yes. Goes and goes and goes. You can't get him tired. And we've got Oklahoma. Here's our Malamute.
And isn't he a big lump of a dog? Stand up, Oklahoma. Let's have a look at you. Wow.
He's got some legs too.
What age is he?
He's just turned 8. How he
He's
pulls
still
up.
keen to go?
Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
Unusual colour?
Quite often you'll get the Huskies in the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't see a lot.
Not a lot. You tend to see them more in the grey than you do in the red.
So you rescue a lot of dogs, mate?
Yes. Yeah, we do what we can. Dexter's here was my first dog, and then sort of just grew from there.
What's the biggest problem? Why do you think you rescue so many dogs?
The biggest thing is the novelty wears off for people. So it's fun, but then they realise after 6 months that they chew things and they bark and they need to run. They go crazy if they don't. So if you want to get a husky and you want to put it in your suburban backyard, it doesn't work.
You need to research what they were bred to do. And if you can't replicate what these dogs were meant to do when they were first bred, then don't buy them.
Exactly.
They're not for you.
That's right.
Jesus, mate. You're a good fella.
Thank you.
You're a good fella. Em.
Hello, how are you, Dr. Harry?
I'm okay, but to come to an area like this, what brings people here?
A lot of people really enjoy the tracks that we have up here. And I guess the atmosphere, sort of all gather together in the campground. It's a good social catch-up every winter when the racing season rolls around.
Do you ever get to participate yourself?
Yeah, I do try to hold on to being able to compete.
Any of these yours?
Yes, so all these dogs, they're all mine. So I've raced in just about every state now except for Tasmania and WA. So I used to have 7 Huskies and a couple of Malamutes, and we did tours up on Mount Buller for the winter season, and they just loved it.
That was the real deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Bred for.
Great fun, yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. Do you think the sport's growing?
It is growing again, but it's sort of evolved, I think. We're seeing a shift towards the mono sports.
The single person behind a single dog?
Yes.
The most interesting thing about this whole day, or days for me, has been the variety of dogs that I've seen. Look what we've got around. We've got a lurcher. We've got a border collie that's deaf. We've got a Groodle. We have got a straight Siberian. We've got a Kelpie. We've got another Siberian. And we've got, believe it or not, a crossbred Chow. Harriet, how did you get into the sport?
Well, we were just looking for something where we could run with a dog, and we didn't even know it existed before we discovered this club.
We got into it because it's one of the only few sports he could actually compete in.
Why is that?
He's completely deaf.
So how does he get on racing?
We did a lot of training, so there's signal signs on the track, and we had to train that when that's on a certain side, we turn.
Fantastic. So there's something for every dog?
Yep.
Just lovely. So, mate, you actually ride this as a scooter?
Yes.
How fast do you go?
As fast as Ruby wants to go.
What an amazing group of people. They are doing with their dogs what the dogs love to do. So the more we can do to keep our dogs happy, the happier our dogs are going to be. And you won't need me coming round to your place anywhere near as often.